What the fuck? What the fuck? I can't deal with this. Let's see live chat. This is too much. This is too much. I'm at a loss for words. I can't believe that this is what we're waking up to today. This. I've got the themed shirt on and everything. I, she really likes to see me in distress, dismay, despair. Anyway, I was just sitting in it for a moment. Well, we got an announcement. Not the announcement we were expecting, but we got an announcement. Like, what? Hey, Shayla. Hey, Sienna. What? TS11 is coming in 2 months. And even though I know it's the same amount of time that she announced Midnights, somehow it feels sooner. Somehow it feels sooner. And I just. Miss Ma'am, you're going to be in the middle of a tour. And she said, it's fine, I'll drop a new album. There were rumors going around that she was gonna do like the 2 re-records, new album, 2 re-records, new album. And I was like, there's no way. There's no way that she's gonna do another album in between the last 2 re-records. Egg on my face. Hey Sherry. Egg on my face because she sure is. She sure is releasing a new album before the last 2 re-records. And don't get me wrong, I'm not disappointed at all. I'm flabbergasted that we're gonna get a brand new album in 2 months. It's crazy. Was I really expecting Reputation TV to be announced? Yeah. But Taylor's never released an album in spring. And I'm not counting re-records. She's never released an album in the spring. It's been fall, it's been winter, and it's been summer. But she's never released a brand new album in the spring. And I'm like, this is really early in the year to release a brand new album. So does that mean that we're going to get Reputation towards the end of the year? That would be insane. I just looked at her tour schedule and she doesn't have any shows in April. Well, there you go. She's going to be, I guess, potentially promoting it on like TV and stuff. Miss Ma'am. And also, the fucking title of TS11, The Tortured Poets Department. First of all, I've been saying for years that I wanted Taylor to have like a really artistic album title because we've gotten very like 1-word, 2-word, stern album titles. And now we have a poetic album title, which I guess is very apt because it's poet is in the album title. I do wish it was a little easier to say because Tortured Poets Department doesn't exactly roll off the tongue. But I love it. I think it's so interesting. What genre is this album? That's the true tea, sister. What genre are we about to get? Is this going to be a folklorian album? Is this going to be bedroom pop because on the album cover she's laying in bed? Is it going to be regular pop? Is it going to be indie pop vibe? Lots of acoustic guitars and like 808s underneath it? What the fuck is this album going to sound like? I, I saw somewhere that it's listed as synth pop. If you can find it, send it to me on Instagram at JustinGray22. Um, that's what I was gonna say. It's giving 1975 as fuck. So if we're getting like a laid back indie synth album from one Miss Taylor Allison, I bitch, I don't know. I don't think this is the rock album. I really don't. I don't think this is gonna be a rock album, which is fine. I mean, I would love if it were. Can you imagine? The album title's not giving rock and or pop punk that we've sort of been speculating about. I don't think this is the pop punk album. I don't think it's the rock album. Though I would love to be wrong. Because that would be in fucking incredible. But like, what the fuck? And 17 tracks. 17 tracks, mama. Which makes me think that's what makes me think it might be kind of folklorian because she had 17 on Folklore and Evermore. And I know that just because the same track number doesn't mean anything, but it's just very coincidental. And I'm like, oh, okay. Interesting. Um, yeah, let me look up. Did anybody pre-order the album? Because I'm such Taylor Swift trash, per usual. I went ahead and pre-ordered the deluxe edition, or what was it called? The collector's edition? Is that what it was called? Whatever, that one. And I was like, oh, okay. And I still haven't seen it listed anywhere as a specific type of genre, which is fine. And I know that it's not on iTunes yet because she doesn't update it to iTunes until like a month out, which hurts my soul because I'm an Apple Music person, but that's okay. Erebus, we're feeling flabbergasted, bamboozled. What's like a less harsh version of bitter? Because we're not bitter. Um, I bought the CD at 5 a.m. Let me tell you, when I was buying the album or when I was pre ordering the collector's edition, it was like a 35-minute wait in line. And I was like, girl, are we that serious? Because, like, I've never had that experience buying a Taylor Swift album. Like, you're going to make me wait in a queue to buy in Alabama? I never thought. But I guess that's just her power, you know. Yeah, it's definitely not on iTunes yet. I don't know why I check because I know it's not going to be on iTunes until you know March. I tried to buy it last night, but I just decided to wait. That's fair. You probably did the smart thing, which was not battle against everybody who was still watching the Grammys and had it pulled up, like my dumbass was. Um, let's see. So there's 5 versions of the album right now. Yes, Target. Okay, Carla. Um, oh yeah, Target's probably gonna get a special edition. Target always gets a special edition. Um, after the party. Um, there's 5 editions of the album. We've got the collector's edition deluxe CD. We've got the digital album standard. We've got the vinyl with the bonus track, the manuscript. That's the only track title we know is the manuscript. Then we've got the cassette because apparently that's making a comeback. And then we got the standard album, or no, just standard album but bonus track physical copy. So that's so interesting. So interesting to me. I just need to know what genre this album is, and then I'll calm down. Kind of like when we were freaking out over what Midnight's was gonna be, and then once it was like announced that it was pop, I was like, oh, okay. I'm worried it's a sister album to Evermore and Folklore. Yeah, yeah, that's what I was talking about because I know that it doesn't mean anything, but the track numbers really make me think it's folklory or folklorian. And here's the thing, I've really grown into my love of Folklore and Evermore. There was a period where I was like, these are bottom two albums. Like, because there's such a specific vibe. Folklore and Evermore are such specific vibes that I was like, however, me and Miss Evermore, me and Miss Evermore have been vibing lately. And I don't know. I might prefer Evermore now to Folklore, which is insane to me. But I love them. I love them so much, but there's such specific vibes. So that's my only concern is that this album, Tortured Poets Department. Okay, also, well, let me finish my thought first. I worry that it's going to be a very specific vibe. And in one hand, that's exciting because it'll put off the fake fans. And the rest of us will still be here. But I didn't care for Folklore in the beginning, but now it's one of my all-time favorites. Poetry makes me think ballads and Sad Girl. Yeah, both great points. You got to grow into Folklore Evermore sometimes. Um, remember when I said I was going to come back to a thought? Already forgotten. Um, but yeah, I do worry that it's going to be a very specific vibe. But we'll see. I remember before Midnight's came out, there was a rumor that Taylor was going to release an ethereal album. Is this the album they were talking about? She's kept it secret for 2 years. I remember those rumors. Good point. But what is ethereal? Because if this album is the amalgamation of ethereal, I don't think Folklore and Evermore when I think ethereal. I think, what's a better adjective for Folklore and Evermore? No, I wouldn't say ethereal. I would say, oh, what's the right word? Introspective, maybe? Like, I don't think like grandiose. I don't think ethereal when I think Folklore and Evermore. That's just me. I could be alone on this island, which is fine. But I don't know. When I think ethereal, I think like grand and like she's gonna give it to you, honey. Not like we're gonna chill with a glass of wine. We're gonna listen to this woman talk about how she killed Estee's husband, and it's low key. Ethereal doesn't give me low key, and Folklore and Evermore are very low key. So that's not to say I don't love them. Like, this is me trying illicit affairs, tolerate it. Some of my favorite Taylor Swift songs ever. So, you know. But I do think that she's gotta shake it up, right? Like she just won album of the year for the fourth fucking time, first person ever, which is insane. But she's gotta shake it up, right? Like she just won for a pop album. Will this be another pop album? That's that's something. I think it's gonna be alternative. I think it's gonna be another alternative album, but I don't think it's gonna be alternative in the Folklore Evermore vein. I think it's gonna be alternative in like the 1975 vein. I do think it's gonna be synth poppy. I think it's gonna be Lana Del Rey coded. I'm not mad at that. If this was an album full of rejects from Ocean Boulevard, a bitch would be happy. I fucking love Ocean Boulevard. And they've got some like throw your ass bees up in Ocean Boulevard. So I'm fine with that. I just really need to know what it's listed as. Is it listed on Target? Let's check. Oh my god, phone. I need a new phone so bad. which is terrible because it's not like I have an old phone. I have an 11, iPhone 11, but it's just so slow. Like I just typed Taylor Swift and it hasn't even registered that I typed it yet. So if anyone wants to pay for me to get a new phone, all right, Taylor Swift, Tarjay. Well, I guess it wouldn't be available for pre-order on uh on Target. Did you see Joe Alwyn's group chat was called the Tortured Gentlemen's Club? I did. I sure did. And it's definitely telling. It's definitely telling. Torture poet. Oh, that's what I was gonna say when I forgot. What are we referring to this album as? Because, like I said, the Tortured Poets Department does not really roll off the tongue. So, are we calling this poets or are we calling this department? I'm fine with either. I feel like either could grow on me, but we need to come as into a group consensus. Are we calling this poets or are we calling this department? That's what we need to decide. Yeah, it's not on Target. Let me just Google the album. Taylor Swift, Tortured Poets Department. It auto corrected. TTPD. See, I need something that's easier in the mouth than like just the acronym. Like for example, Ocean Boulevard for Lana's album. A lot of people call it Tunnel, and that's not the vibe. It's not Tunnel, it's Ocean Boulevard. That's what I need. Are we calling this Poets Department? What's happening? Okay, all of Taylor Swift's, all about Taylor Swift's The Tortured Poets Department. Okay. Also, I did not think she was going to win Album of the Year. Not because I didn't think she deserved it. Honestly, I thought it was going to SZA. I really thought it was going to SZA. Poets, I think. Yeah, I feel poets. I'm not. I think once we get the album, we'll have to decide whether it's more of a poets vibe or more of a department vibe. Um, but we'll see when we get there. But I really thought it was going to be SZA, and if it wasn't SZA, I kind of thought Olivia might get it. Um, I really wanted Lana to get it, only because Ocean Boulevard is probably my favorite album of hers. Maybe second only to Born to Die, because I fucking love Ocean Boulevard. It's such a breath of fresh air, especially after Blah Bannisters. Y'all know. Um, but I really did not expect her to get it. I think SZA was the front runner for me to get Album of the Year, but when they said Taylor's name, I was like jaw on the floor, flabber fucking gasted. And another reason I thought she wasn't gonna win is because when she announced Poets, it was for pop vocal album, which is great, but I was like, oh, she's announcing it now because she's not gonna win album. She heard the rumblings, the ramblings, and they were like, you're not getting album. And she was like, oh, okay, I'll go ahead and announce it. So when they said her name for Album of the Year, I was like, wait, what? She just won that for the fourth time? No one's ever done that. And she won it. I was like, holy shit. I was truly flabbergasted. Details about her new album. I love the tagline, All's Fair in Love and Poetry. That's amazing. I was still holding out hope that she was going to announce a midnight release of Rep. Yeah, and I am not convinced that I was sleeping, but so happy when I woke up. I did stay up for it. I did. I sure did. Um, I don't buy the fact that Poets is going to be the only album this year. I really don't buy that. So I'm thinking if she doesn't surprise release Rep in Tokyo, because all the signs have been pointing towards Tokyo. She mentioned Tokyo in her speech last night. if she doesn't surprise release it or surprise announce it or whatever, before Poets comes out, I really do think we're getting it by the end of the year. I don't, especially because she's never released an album this early in the year. I don't think that she's gonna let it rest. I really don't. I really think that she's gonna release Rep at the end of the year. If it doesn't surprise release before Poets or after Poets, um, I don't think that we're getting it pushed to 2024 or 2025. I think debut is getting pushed to 2025, and we all thought it was coming out this year. um, I think debut is getting pushed to 2025 for sure, especially because Rep is not a spring album. I'm so sorry. That's why it only makes sense to me for it to be surprise released in February or March, or you push it to the fall. I feel like she will release it around November. I'm losing my voice apparently. Yeah, I think November is great because I was thinking about it last night in the shower because I was flabbergasted. Um, there's 7 months. There was 7 months between Midnights. Stay with me here. Stay with me because I'm cooking. I'm cooking, okay? Stay with me here. There was 7 months between the release of Midnights and the announcement of Speak Now Taylor's version. What is 7 months from the release of Poets? November. So, I really do think that we're going to get an announcement for Rep in November. And I think it's going to come out around New Year's Day. So let's look at the the calendar for 2024. Let's go to December. Oh my god, phone. So December 27th is the last Friday before New Year's Day. New Year's Day is on a Wednesday in 2025. Oh, I got men's piano in the background. Don't worry about it. So 27th, I could see that. Anyway, yeah. So I think she's gonna announce it in November. First week in November, probably. That's my estimation. And then she could even release it on January 3rd. I could see that as well as like the first album of the year, which would be fucking wild. I know it's after New Year's Day, but I could still see it. I think it's because the first is in that in between area. I could see either the 27th or the 3rd. Um, but yeah, it'd be crazy. I missed that last comment. What? It's crazy that April 19th is a Tuesday. Wait, is it? Are you for real? Did I miss that? No, it's not. April 19th is a Friday, babes. Yeah, it's a Friday. Now, if it were a Tuesday, if it were a Tuesday, then I'd be like, all bets are off. She's dropping the album on New Year's Day. We're good to go. Um, but yeah, April 19th is a Friday. That would be crazy. Oh, you were looking at March. That's fair. That's totally fair. Oh, yeah, March 19th is a Tuesday. Yeah, I get that. I just I really didn't think another reason that I think it's so wild that Poets comes out in April is because I didn't think that she wanted any of her like newer releases, like the re-records, to have any coinciding months, unless they were like exactly the month, like 1989, and exactly the date, because Fearless TV came out, what, the 11th of 2021? 10th or 11th? Something like that. Someone can check my math, but I think it's the 10th or 11th in April. So we're getting another April album, but this one's a brand new album. She's never released a brand new album in the spring. So is this like new beginnings? And if that's the case, that's even more so. What the fuck is this album gonna sound like? What the fuck is this album gonna sound like? Hold on, let me message Sierra real quick because she was like, I just saw Taylor's post. You good? I am not good. I am unwell and bewildered. This is all in caps, of course. Bewildered, flabbergasted, and shook to my bitch ass core. That felt right. I saw a comment. Oh, it was the 9th. Okay. I knew it was around there because I had a wedding. Um, our friend Lisette got married that weekend, and we were like, oh my god, it's Fearless TV weekend. Do we think we'll get a single? Do y'all hear this chair? This chair is enough. What was I saying? Single. I do think we're gonna get a single. We saw some lyrics, which we need to talk about the lyrics because the lyrics. Let me pull them up if I can. It'll probably be easier if I just go to her Twitter. There we go. Okay, so we got some lyrics from this album already, and so I cannot see. I need glossibos. Okay, and so I enter into evidence my tarnished coat of arms, my muses acquired like bruises, my talismans and charms, the tick 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 of love bombs, my veins of pitch black ink. I mean, if that's not poetic as hell. Sierra said, I'm sure you're already in the process of requesting PTO. You're goddamn right. You're goddamn right. Yeah, so those are some lyrics we've got. And very interesting, very poetic. It's crazy to me that like this album's being called like Poets Department. And so it's crazy to think that we're about to get some of Taylor's like most beautifully woven lyrics, even though Folklore and Evermore exists. I already had to open my dictionary for talismans. I love the wordplay we're gonna get on this album for poets. I mean, it's gonna be so good. The lyrics are gonna be painful. I feel like they're going to be painful as fuck. And I'm into it. But yeah, fucking poets, April 19th. I will be doing a video for it, don't you worry. Um, I mean, I'm assuming that we're good. Y'all can let me know, but I feel like we're good with the live format. I feel like it works better for everyone because we get to talk about the tracks in real time. I don't have to edit anything, which is, you know, we love that. Of course, I do edit them for TikTok to do like single songs, so I'll still do that. Um, but I just love the live streams. I just think the live streams are the move. And I had so much fun doing the Midnights live stream that I just think the live stream format, reacting wise, is kind of the best. Now, I did see something that the manuscript, the bonus track, it's only available on physical CD, which y'all already know I pre ordered. But I'm sure it'll be online like within hours of. We love live raw reactions. Within hours of the album coming out, I'm sure it'll be online. But hopefully, I will have the album physically with me so that I can listen to the manuscript and also react to it. Yeah, love the live streams. Okay, cool. I just think they work better. Penelope! We love Penelope. We won't have a Penelope situation. Um, although, um, the other day last week, a stray cat. What the fuck was that? Anyway, um, a stray cat was in the backyard and I fed it some food because I was like, oh my god, this little kitty. Solid black cat, very reputation. And uh I gave it some food and I'm like, if this cat comes back, I, I'm 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 giving it a home. Because y'all know I've been wanting a cat for fucking forever. And so Penelope the Cricket won't be in the live stream for Poets, but maybe if this chair. I need some WD-40 on this bitch. But if that cat comes back, there might be a cat in the background. I keep watching the yard for this cat because it was so. I think it was a female cat. She was so sweet, so lovable. I would go to pet her, and she would like get up on her hind legs to like meet my palm with her head. It was so cute. I could cry thinking about it. She was adorable. So no Penelope, but if that cat comes back, I'm snatching her. Um, she probably won't have a Taylor name, although I don't know what Taylor name she could have. Uh, yeah, because I would want something like reputation related, um, which wouldn't really work, I guess. We'll call her Old Taylor. Just kidding. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get ready to go. I gotta cook my breakfast before I start my work day. But I had to hop on here and just talk about the craziness that was the Grammys last night. I cannot believe that she is now a 14-time Grammy winner. Because she only won the two, right? I believe she only won the two. Um, unless she won some off camera. Someone will have to tell me. Grammys 2024. I'll look that up real quick and then I'll go. I cannot believe she won for Midnights. Karen is good. I didn't even think about Karen. That's a good one, Sherry. That's cute. Um, I just want the winners. I just want the winners. Okay, album, artist, song. So she lost song. Because she was up for what, 6 noms? Ivy is cute. I don't think Alan would let me name the cat after Taylor Swift, if I'm being honest. She lost record. She won pop vocal. She lost pop duo with Ice Spice. I think that's everything, right? Pop solo performance, right? Yeah. Yeah, so she only won the 2. That's fine. Betty James or August. I could see that. James. I like James. Even for a girl cat. I would name my girl cat James. That would be really cute. Yeah, the cat showed up what, Thursday? And I haven't seen it since. So I don't think it's gonna show back up. But if it does, check my Instagram. I'm sure I'll post a story about it. If I see her around again. But oh my god, I can't stop thinking about that cat. I'll name her Poets. Come here, manuscript. Come here, department. Anyway, not department. Yeah, we're in for a wild ride. I mean, tour starts back up in 2 days, bitch. Is she going to switch up the Eras tour set list? Is she going to add after April? Is she going to add a fucking Poets set. Because that would have, I mean, how would you cut down the set list to fit for Poets songs? I mean, they would have to be, I agree, Aramis, they would have to be in the acoustic set. Like, there's no way she would extend the concert? Question mark? I don't know. Um, Wild times. It is a wild time to be a Taylor Swift fan. It really is. It's fucking crazy. And yeah, new outfits maybe. And we all know the album is going to be good, of course. Yeah. And I'm going to say this now. Even if my initial reaction is wary of the album, y'all know that I grow into the albums and I'm gonna love it. So let's just preface that here. I'll probably end up wearing the same shirt unless she ends up doing album merch and it's cute. um, we'll see. I'm sure the Etsy store. Ooh, the Etsy stores, honey. I bet are on fire right now. We all remember the Evermore reaction. Ooh. Why you gotta bring up old shit, Aramis? Why you gotta bring up the truth? Yeah, I wasn't vibing with Evermore a whole lot. And now I might like it better than Folklore. See, you never know what's gonna happen. Hey Rainier, I'm actually about to pop off. I gotta make my breakfast. You can go back and rewatch, and we were talking about all the things and all the things. Over and over and over again. Sorry, I was texting Sierra back. All right, y'all. I really do got to go make my breakfast. Got to get ready for my work day. I guess we might be getting a. Did we didn't get a single before Midnight's came out, did we? All the things and fuckery that Miss Taylor did today. Seriously. Uh, did we get a single before Midnight's came out? The way that was 2 years ago, and I can't remember. No, we didn't get a single. I didn't think so. Because I don't remember Anti-Hero being out beforehand. I don't remember uh definitely Bejeweled wasn't out beforehand. She hasn't done a single since Me. Is that? No. Well, I guess technically Cardigan and Willow were singles, but they weren't out before the album. So I guess you're right. That's wild. Wow. She hasn't released a single before an album since Lover. Right, we were surprised by the sound of the album. You're right. Oh my god, that is crazy. That's crazy to think about. We haven't gotten a single from Taylor Swift since 2019. What? That's crazy. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this. Thanks for joining in the hysteria. My hair, do y'all see this? Look how long my hair is getting. The curls are curling, and I hate it. Also, I kind of was wanting to dye my hair pink, but anyway, that's just gay crisis. Anyway, yes, have a great day. Everyone enjoy your day now that Poets is 2 months away. And yeah, holy shit. And holy Swift. What else can you say? Bye!